questions.
No, life is very strange, and you never know what's going to happen. But a year ago, my nephew, Tom, asked me if we would play an exhibition game against his son, Jason Larrañaga, allow that team to come down to Miami, enjoy a few days in the sun and surf, and then play against an ACC team. So, of course, I said yes, anything for family. And then I'm in the locker room with 10 minutes left before the game begins, and they come in and they tell me, well, Jason hurt his back in warm-ups and he won't play. You can't predict stuff like that. So here's what I'll say about our team. I thought we played well from start to finish. We shared the ball extremely well. We defended really well. And our bench played really, really well. I told our team I substituted a little differently in the second half. And here's the reason why. The first sub in the second half was Ja'Kai Robinson. And I told the team afterwards, it was because he was a +9 in the first half. He played really well at the defensive end, and he rebounded. The whole game is about us getting stops and being able to get out into the open court, because you can see when we do, we got a really good chance to score. So my congratulations to the College of New Jersey for accepting this challenge. I know they're going to have a terrific year. They got a lot of really good three-point shooters. Hopefully our defense made them miss some of those, but I think they're going to be very good in their league.
I want to ask you, Jim, that is really a shame. I was looking around for your nephew, I'm like, where is he? I just want to ask you about the play of Kean and of Michael. I mean, the two freshmen, they both seemed very comfortable. And Kean, I had asked him on media day if the fact that he played in France against men, you know, in the semi-pro and pro, he's playing against like men in their 30s or whatever. How does that help him, do you think, feeling comfortable in making the transition of the college game? And how did you think Michael played also?
Yeah, well, Kean is a very skillful young man with a very high basketball IQ. He plays multiple positions. He can shoot the three. He handles the ball very well. There are areas of his game that need attention, and hopefully he'll improve it during the course of the season. Michael Nwako is a tremendous athlete, and he's got a really good game when he sticks to it. He, like a lot of guys, try to do multiple things. When you do that, you go away from doing your best. Do your best all the time, and then it'll work really well. So I think he did his best today. Even though that first shot he missed, it was exactly what he should have done. So I was happy with that. And for him to score 16 points and get 7 rebounds and play good defense, I thought he and Kean had a very good exhibition game.
Coach, I want to ask about AJKC. He seemed pretty comfortable and confident with the ball in his hands. What did he do with his performance today, and I guess what has he shown this offseason to where he's at right now?
Well, I think in AJ's case, I mean, he was 4 for 7, had 9 points, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and 26 minutes of playing time. We want him to be the next version of himself. Last year he did some good things. Now we need him to just be more aggressive at all those same things. More aggressive as a defender, which I thought he did a good job tonight. More aggressive as a rebounder. How many rebounds did he have? He just had 3. So we're going to encourage him to really be all over the offensive and defensive boards. And then his opportunities to score. When you get an opportunity to make an open 3, just shoot it and make it. If you miss it, move on. But run the floor. One of the things you probably noticed today, how fast Matthew Cleveland is. Would you agree? When he gets into the open court, I don't know how many points he ended up with, but he was 5 for 8. He did make 1 3, but those other 6 shots, basically layups. And honestly, that's the best shot. I'm running to the court, I outrun you, and I make a layup. Now, if it's a dunk, that's even better. But the 2 points right at the rim, really important. And we ended up outscoring them 58-12 in the paint. So that's a really good day for us. Now, you got to remember, there's a Division III school. It's not a high major players that we're going against. So you got to understand the dynamic of what the game was.
Jim,
Chris,
when you've spoken defensively about how you want to see more improvement or something more defensively from your team, is there something specifically you're thinking about? And did you see anything tonight, again, given the opponent?
well, first of all, if you look at fast break points, they only had 4. You know, we've been giving up like 24. It's not been good, but today we got back. Now, partially it's because they're not a layup-making team. They're a three-point shooting team. So in that category, can't really evaluate yet.
Could you talk about Norchad? I mean, we all know what he did last year.
Yeah, he's pretty
He
good.
looked dominant. He does look pretty good, yeah. He doesn't look like he's lost a thing. Has he improved anything? What did you see? Just the
Oh,
way
he's improved everything.
Yeah, more.
His
development
three-point
for
shooting
more.
is good.
Yeah.
His ball handling, running with the ball is good. His passing should be a little bit better this year. He had 2 assists and 1 turnover. So I'm not sure who they gave the turnover to when he made the pass to Matthew Cleveland, but probably to him. And that pass was, when you're playing with guys who are out in front of you and playing really fast, you got to be sure they can catch the ball easily. Because if you're throwing to them and they're on the dead run and that pass is just a little inaccurate, it's behind you, it's below you, those are impossible to catch. So he's got to learn as the season progresses.
Coach, with Jordan and Isaiah, now off the team, it was going to be a big step up for Benjy Joseph and Nigel Pack in their playmaking roles. They both, had 8 and 7 assists respectively. Could you talk a little about how they've been able to integrate, as the main playmakers in this offense now?
Well, in Bensley's case, he's got a major responsibility guarding the point guard. Nigel will guard the point guard too, but Bensley's first priority is to get pressure on the opponent so that we can set our defense and be a very good defensive team. If you don't have pressure on the ball, can't do it. Second is, what Bensley has to do offensively is kind of take some, what's the word I'm looking for? Take some messages or information from Nigel. When you have an open 3, just shoot it. Because I know Bensley only went 1 for 5, 1 for 3 from 3, but he is an outstanding 3-point shooter, a catch and shoot. And the more he looks for just open 3s, I told Nigel, keep searching for 3s. I'm telling Bensley the same thing, because both of those guys are really good at it.
Coach, your team really got out and ran in transition today. I'm just curious, what type of emphasis are you placing on this team pushing the pace and playing at a fast tempo this upcoming season?
Well, the answer is a huge emphasis, and you saw tonight what it looked like, especially to start the game. We ran off 10 straight. We were up like 21-4 because we were able to get stops. That's not about offense. Offense is really about executing a half-court game. Defense allows you to get in transition. If you get a stop, you get a steal, you block a shot, and now you're running, and you're trying to run faster than the opponent runs. And today we were able to do that.
Jim, how's Wooga doing? We have Wooga, how's he doing?
He probably could have played today. But he and I talked. This is a long season. And he's dealt with some kind of annoying injuries in the preseason. We had a long summer with the trip to France. So we're kind of just being cautious with him. I think he'll be back and practicing really hard. We practice Tuesday. I'm guessing he'll practice and practice well on Tuesday. We got to get him back in shape. He's missed so many days.
Is this something you think that could possibly, I know you don't want it to linger, is this something he's just going to have to deal with throughout, or do you think it's...
Oh, no, I don't want it lingering. No, I don't want any injury lingering. You got to put your injuries behind you, and the only way to do that is rehab them and get yourself back as close to 100% as possible.